Absolutely wild news today, guys. Super exciting to see this blog post. I'm shocked that they didn't release it last week just because there's so much good information to unpack, but as well confirming every single character that we've already basically data mined and took a look at, especially my yesterday's video. Both confirmed as, Dawkin and Old Man Logan legendary. In addition to that, all the reworks happening to Deadpool and Devpool. So awesome to see you guys. But we also are getting a glimpse now of the second required team in this blog post, in addition to what's going to be changing for this legendary trial event, because they are switching things up in the 2024 year, guys. So to be honest, I'm still a little bit on the fence about the changes, but honestly I think it is good to switch things up, obviously with it being a new year. Let me know what you guys think in comments below, but we're going to be going down this blog post and taking a look at what's changed and how you're going to be best preparing now that we have the confirmed date on when this legendary trial event featuring Old Man Logan will be. So let's get right to it. Awesome stuff. So this Mercs for Money team, again, he is going to be the legendary character for this team, which includes himself, Deadpool, Devpool, rework, in addition to Pandapool and Dawkin. And if you guys recall previously as well, Out of Time is one of the required teams that you're going to be needing to actually bring them together. It is an interesting dynamic because Mercs for Money, it's a interesting name for this team that's not really in the lore itself, but it looks like their combat kits are coming out tomorrow as well on the blog post. But again, the other envoys and content creators have already circulated this information, so make sure you guys check out the videos if you just want to see how their kits looking. But they are looking like an absolutely formidable war team. Definitely a team that you do not want to be skipping, especially with these newer trial characters that we've seen as of late. They're very powerful. Old Man Logan as well is confirmed now to be using adamantium as a unique, so something you want to be mindful of. You can see here his trait preview. He's a global mutant controller, mercenary, X-Men, Merc for Money legendary. So just going to skip through all this kit, guys, because obviously these things can change depending on how that's going to be impacting the game later on. What I want to go through is actually the changes that are going to be coming up and how you as a player, if you guys are participating in Legendary Trials for the first time, especially seeing this huge infusion of newer players, returning players, this may very well be the first time you guys partake in this trial event. So we definitely want to take advantage of it. So first and foremost, recruiting Old Man Logan. It does look like now commander levels 50 and above are actually available. They did confirm here as well, to hit the minimum for shard payout, you need 100,000 points minimum. So it just opens up a larger kind of opportunity for many players to get shards of building up Old Man Logan. Last time we saw Green Goblin Classic actually only getting run twice before they changed up the format of him, including it as a permanent trial event in the game. It remains to be seen how that's going to look, but this is a modified trial because there are some big changes that we're going to be talking about today. So players will be able to unlock Old Man Logan at 4 yellow stars by collecting their input teams and completing difficulty 8. So looks like difficulty 8 is going to be the bare minimum now to unlock Old Man Logan, whereas before I believe difficulty 6 or 7 were the benchmark, so they're elevating this a bit. There's also 5 newer difficulties now added, so beyond previously the past 3 legendary trials, the highest difficulty you can go was level 10. Now it can go up to 15, so obviously this just increases more difficulty, but as well there's going to be a big reward component tied back to this. They've also touched in on the fact that, we've heard your feedback loud and clear, and now the minimum is always going to be 100,000 to qualify. So hopefully this maintains the trend going forward. Hopefully it's not just the first time and then they elevate it to 400,000, because that's kind of what we saw at previous events. So if they can keep it 100,000, I think that's awesome to see, especially for those newer to the game and just getting shards of this character. Over time, especially in a couple of trial events, you could very well unlock this legendary character just by participating and doing the best you can without feeling that pressure to have to obviously accelerate the growth and spend everything in your roster just to participate. Upgrade tokens. So this is brand new. There is going to be a new way to unlock star levels called upgrade tokens. We've seen this already kind of mentioned before by Ryan Jacobson, but as well, we haven't actually got the full confirmation of how this is going to get detailed or rewarded. So more information to share here, but just giving us a heads up that there's going to be a way for us to unlock a specific star level for a character. And it's great that this is going to be featuring that in the first time it's coming to the game. So something to be on the lookout for. It also looks like here a run score of 930,000 points is actually needed and required to earn the 4 stars on Old Man Logan. So again, difficulty 8, that's going to be the target we're going to be going for free to play. And as well, 100,000 points again to rank up and make sure that you guys are participating in the rewards. As part of the rewards here, they also do include the red stars from 3 to 7, typically in a leaderboard format, and they've also added crimson gear, so that's definitely something I think the endgame players are going to be really looking forward to. Clear all 10 nodes, which we've seen in the past to determine your run score, so very similar to the past Scourges and Legendary Trial events. The 5 difficulties here is kind of what's going to make things interesting though. So as you can see here, there's a 5 yellow Old Man Logan that actually awaits at difficulty 11. So that means you know that the difficulty 8 is going to give you the 4-star, but 11 and higher is what's going to guarantee the 5 yellow. As we approach the release of Old Man Logan, we redesigned our decisions here and determined that Cabal would actually be the second required team in addition to Out of Time. So there you guys have it. The Cabal 3-piece team is going to be required, but as well, if you guys notice, this is the first time that they're requiring a 3-piece team. So they're actually adding 2 more characters that you're going to be needing actually as part of this mixture. So right here, the 2 other characters needed are going to be, in fact, Loki and Emma Frost. So characters that aren't really used that much now are going to have some value. Hopefully, maybe there's going to be a rework coming to the 2, but if not, it does say here that, please note, the nodes that require Cabal, Emma, and Loki will be tuned to these 5. So it means that they're going to be building it for success, obviously, right? Even if they're not in the meta, I feel like they're just going to tune it so that way Emma and Loki will be able to thrive in this mode. Maybe there's a certain passive that's going to get impacted. Maybe they even get the Crucible bonus. That remains to be seen, but it's good news that we know that we'll be needing these 5, including Out of Time characters. Difficulties 5 and above will also require the following traits, which we already discussed, right? Out Time being in Mission 2, Cabal, Emma Frost, Loki in Mission 6, and then finally Mission 10. I do like how they give us that choice between the 2 teams, so we don't necessarily need to focus on, both of them. Maybe you can just get by one of them at the very end, but it remains to be seen how that's going to be impacted here. And then right here, guys, this is all brand new information. Difficulty 11 and above are going to require the above teams at higher star levels. So it's not really the best news for folks that don't have these characters, because difficulty 11s and above, obviously, if they're going to be probably in the end game, you're probably going to have many of these characters maxed out already. But that means you do need a 5-star, for characters like including Cabal and as well as Black Knight, which I think is going to be very, very hard for those that are free to play. I think this is where you kind of start separating that gap between light spenders versus free to play completely. Because for myself, I think I just got a 5 on Black Knight because of the premium orbs, but my Cabal is not even close. So unless they become farmable, which is highly doubtful because we only have a few weeks here before the trial event, it looks like my highest difficulty is going to be 9 or 10, depending on how high I push this roster, right? On top of that, what's nice is that we can start preparing because they've actually already released what information is going to be here for the different traits. So let's just use difficulty 8 as kind of the standard template of what we're going to be going through. Difficulty 8, node 1, no restriction, which we've seen. Then it requires Out of Time. Then it's Cosmic Bile, Hero Skill, Villain. And then that 3-piece team of Cabal combined with Emma Frost and Loki. Back to Cosmic Bile, Hero Skill, Villain, and then finally wrapping things up with one of the 2 required teams. There's also a list of packs here. We'll probably be deep diving this a bit more, but it looks like similar in the past. This one's going to be more of a war focus because Alliance War abilities are active, which means Out of Time is going to do exceptionally well on this. I don't think I saw a Crucible one here as well. Oh, there is this is brand new. All Crucible abilities are active during this run. So we're going to have bonuses from both War and Crucible, and there's even this one's different too. Spider Society characters gaining extra damage and Sinister 6 gaining extra HP. Whether or not we're going to be able to take advantage of that will be very, very interesting. But yeah, they've switched things up, which is really nice. This Cosmic Balance one is also different. Cosmic Hero is getting additional crit damage and chance, but Cosmic Villain's also getting that reduction in damage and HP. So obviously that's going to impact us later on. So that's really cool. Kits and updates here, and then again, just referencing all the other content creators and envoys that made the breakdown of the remaining Mercer team kits. If you guys are interested in taking a look at that. We have the upcoming Red and Tooth and Claw event, which actually gives us an opportunity here to top up some Out of Time and Cabal characters. So hopefully some more shards here at Black Knight to go around, including Cabal. There's a pocket dimension that's coming. So this is huge, guys. It's been quite some time since we've actually seen pocket dimension, but this is always a super good time. So it does look like it's going to start off with this and then the Old Man Logan Trials, but it's called Temporal Dimension, and it's specifically designed for Cabal, giving us more incentive now that we should be switching our gears here to build up Cabal as high as we can. And once again, confirming the date, May 24th, guys. So Awesome blog post. I love the fact that they gave us so much information. It came a bit earlier than tomorrow's blog post, which we expected, but that means there's even more information to circulate tomorrow. So exciting times, guys. Let me know anything in comments below. But I'm definitely going to be pushing for that 4 yellow Old Man Logan and doing the best I can. And while now there's a great opportunity to build up Cabal, because we know we'll be needing them in pretty shortly here for both Pocket Dimension and as well the new Legendary Trial event. So thank you for your time as always, guys. Let me know anything in comments below, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.